Hello, it's me again. I'm not feeling like a rock star today, so pardon my voice, but here are some clips of what you can expect from today's video. I'm doing a half up, half down, but low-ish ponytail. I feel like this hairstyle would have looked best with what I was wearing this day. So if you're not messing with it, I understand, but the girls that get it will. And if you're that girl, then let's go ahead and get into it. I'm using an old wig from my hairline today, House of Vain. Before I install any wig, I have to spray the hairline with the heat protectant or spritz and hot comb it back. I need a clear view of the lace in order to lay it down clean and neat. Straight hair getting in my way is annoying and I can't be bothered with it. Honestly, I can't cope with it. I don't know how some people do that. Now I'm cleaning the skin surrounding my hairline with alcohol thoroughly because I don't want to be embarrassed today with this wig install. And I don't know why I'm shaking this bottle. It's got to be like a gallon of milk, but I'm using that to mold my edges back, blow dry them in place so they won't get no glue on them. After the blow dryer ate up my cap, I put on a new one, cut small holes out the back of my ears, and pulled my ears out of those holes so the cap could lay flat. Ooh, I put a widow's peak on my wig today. My natural hairline has a bit of a widow's peak actually, so I'm outlining my hairline exactly what it looks like with the glue to lay my bald cap, and I followed this outline through my entire install to get the most natural results. You know how sometimes this part just don't want to lay flat? I like to use the end of my rat tail comb just to like press it down and blow dry it at the same time, and it ends up just drying down flat against your skin and you don't gotta worry about it. I usually always mix toffee and fawn to get like my perfect color for my bald cap, but it's looking kind of dark. I guess I got a winter color, but I didn't think I had a winter color because the sun is always out in Miami. But whatever, I end up just using that, and then I cut off the excess cap. Whatever cap was hanging in the back of my head from the excess that I just cut off, I just tied it in a knot and tucked it underneath the cap. And then I cleaned off my skin one more time with alcohol to make sure that I did not have excess makeup on my skin before I started laying down the glue for the wig. As I said earlier, I'm following the outline of my bald cap even as I'm applying glue because I want the wig to mimic my own hairline. To get the best results, I apply glue section by section along the bald cap, and I even out the glue, making sure that I'm spreading it in the same shape of the outline, even the widow's peak. I have a whole video dedicated to glue and wig placement. If you want a video that goes more in detail about this technique, I'll link it up here in the top right. You know how when you got a boyfriend and you don't feel good and you might not want to talk to nobody, but you still want to be under him? That's how I feel about my YouTube channel, because I skip the gym, I don't want to talk, I don't feel good, but I still want to hang out with y'all and I want to do my voiceover even though I sound like a rooster. I applied 3 layers of glue total for this install, but because I was going section by section, by the time I got back to the first area where I applied glue, it was already clear enough for me to continue with my next layer. When the glue dried clear, I went ahead and I got my wig and I put her on. You see how much easier it is that I hot combed all the hair back? Imagine if all the hair was just going all over the place to the east and to the west, just in your way trying to do this. How you gonna do that for real? No, honestly, just think about it. Like, that's real chaotic to start your wig off like that. I started off by applying my wig in the center, and I like to use my fingers and my comb to lightly press the lace into the glue. When applying my sides, I like to go in sections because I noticed that when I do this, my wig doesn't ripple or have bubbles along the hairline, and I know nobody likes that. So if you're experiencing that, try to apply your wig in sections and try to pull your wig, causing tension on the lace before you lay it in the glue. Of course, don't rip it, but by me causing tension and pulling the lace, applying it in sections, my wigs lay flatter than they ever laid. Oh my god, y'all, I washed my melt bands. After that video where I messed up my hair, I said no way. Over my dead body will I sabotage myself again with these wigs. My bands had makeup and glue buildup on them, so I washed them because I don't need no accidents today. Clean installs for the rest of 2023. I left the band on and I blow dried it for 10 minutes on heat. I'm always using heat, by the way. But this lace looks so good. I couldn't even tell that these pieces weren't glued down until I started trying to lift them. As usual, I applied my wig a bit past the edges of the glue so that I can cut off all this excess balding lace mess free. Some of the hairline that has hair on it will also have to go because of the way that I laid my glue, especially the widow's peak part, but that's okay. You got to think about it like this. The lace is only going to stick onto the glue, right? So that means when I cut off everything that's not laying in glue, it's going to get cut into the shape that I laid my glue in, which is how I like to mimic or create a hairline. I really love YouTube, honestly. I watch YouTube like a regular person watch TV. There's just so many videos. Oh my God. I watch it at the gym, at home, while I'm filming, like right now. But under this piece of lace, my skin was sticky, which means that I intended on lace being glued down here. So instead of cutting this piece of lace off that wasn't sticking, I added a couple layers of more glue and tacked it down. Now, the hairline shape looks good and natural, but everybody's thinking the same thing. This hairline looks thick as, yeah, so we pluck it. And I'm not going to just pluck the very front. I got to get deep into this frontal and pluck to make sure that the hairline looks gradient. If I just pluck the very front, you will see the excessive thickness coming up right behind it. I have a very detailed plucking video that a lot of people tell me really helped them understand the whole science behind plucking. I'm not just saying that because it's my video. It is a really good video, especially for a beginner. For someone who is a little more advanced, a little more out there with these wigs, I have a video where I did my best to explain Arrogant Tay's techniques on plucking. If you watch both videos explaining my own logic and his techniques, your hairline will look better. I just know it. Please watch them. Release yourself from the shackles of thick hairlines. Also, you guys know how I glue the wig down, put the melt band on, cut off the excess lace, then spray the hairline where it got to be and put the melt band back on. Yeah, I recommend plucking this wig before it gets glued down on your head, or pluck it after you did the melt band twice, because you see me here trying to hold on to the edges of the wig, making sure that I don't accidentally lift the wig up while plucking because the wig isn't all the way secure yet. So yeah, just a piece of advice. Pluck after you do this step right here. Now I'm going to start parting out my baby hair. I always usually do the same baby hairstyle on myself. The 2 side swoops and the 2 side burns. After I part out what I want to use, I hot comb the rest of the hair back and I hot comb the baby hair forward. Then I absolutely love to use the Fantasia spritz from the hair that's going back. And I hot comb to really mold down the roots of the hairline. I love the look. It looks so neat, so clean. Yes, absolutely, yes. I curl my baby hair all across and I like to swoop them into the desired shape I want them in, and then I can see better where I should cut them. To lay the baby hair, I'm using the Got To Be gel on the roots and I'm mixing in Lot of Body Mousse to swoop and shape them into place. I have a video dedicated to baby hair and it's in my signature baby hairstyle if you want a more detailed video on this. I also use different products in that video if you prefer not to work with mousse, or if you just want options of how you can lay your baby hair, because everybody uses different things and everyone has their own technique and style. When my baby hair was complete, I tied them down with the black stocking that I cut up because it's just a softer material and I don't want to put a thick milk band on baby hair. I don't know why, I just don't. I blow dried that for a little while, but then I flat ironed my hair and I left the stocking on to continue to melt everything in. I sectioned my hair and sprayed it with this thermal guard so I can evenly saturate the hair, and then I moved on to flat ironing a few tracks at a time to get the best press. I recently washed this wig and that video is on my channel, so I wanted to be thorough when flat ironing it so my hair can look its best. I don't need some pieces bone straight while some pieces look like curly fries. No thank you, that's not my look. If you don't know how passionate I am about hot combing my hair until it's flat, like, do you even know me? Have you been here before? Are you new here? Yeah. Okay, so what we do is we spray the hairline with this shining glossing spray, whatever you want to call it, and then we hot comb it so that, you know, the hair can still look shiny, but then that mist with the heat also helps get the hair so flat. Like, look at that widow's peak. You do not know this is lace if you had not watched from the very beginning. I know you don't lie, I know you don't. But now I'm basically going to section out in between the tracks in the back to form my up and down, like to form my ponytail. I'm going to make sure it's even all across, that I'm sliding my fingers through that same track all across so that I can get my ponytail nice and neat and even. While I'm trying to get this ponytail tight and neat, I'm not trying to be grabbing onto the hair in the back that's supposed to be hanging low. So I'm sectioning it out and I'm going to tie that in a rubber band just to keep that out my way. And then I'm going to work on this ponytail. I'm going to use more spritz. Yes, what happened? And I'm going to use that spritz to hot comb in the hair even further. This is going to make my ponytail real neat. It's going to help my ponytail not to budge. I was going out this night. If it gets a little bit windy, my ponytail is not going to be like looking crazy and start shifting. Like, no. So I used that spritz until I feel like I got my ponytail as flat as possible, and then I tied it in a rubber band. I also don't have a clip of this, my bad, but I've done it on my channel before where I took a little piece out of the ponytail. I sprayed Got to Be all over that strand of hair all the way to the tips, and I wrapped the hair around the rubber band to keep the rubber band from showing. And that was how I accomplished this look. I feel like this look was going to look so cute for my outfit that I was wearing this night. This was the outfit, and I feel like the look came together like, mwah, perfect, chef's kiss. Oh yes, you better believe I have an updated makeup tutorial dropping soon. Thank you so much for watching, and if you love this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more. See you soon. Bye.